What if the very first word ever spoken was not hello or help, but something closer to gossip? That one idea is about to flip everything you thought you knew about human language. Here's what we're going to uncover in the next 3 minutes. Why humans started talking, what actually drove it, and the deep psychological truth hiding underneath all of it. 2 million years ago, our ancestors communicated like most animals do. Grunts, screams, hand gestures. It worked fine when you lived in a small group. But then something changed. Human groups started getting bigger, and bigger groups created a problem that no grunt could solve. Think about this. Chimps bond by grooming each other, picking bugs, touching, making physical contact. It builds trust. But once your group grows past a certain size, you cannot physically groom everyone. You run out of time. So what did early humans do? They found a shortcut, something faster, something that could bond multiple people at once. They started talking about each other. Evolutionary psychologist Robin Dunbar discovered this. The earliest push toward real language was not poetry or philosophy. It was social information. Who is trustworthy? Who is a threat? Who did what to whom last night? In other words, the first conversations were gossip. Language was built to solve a people problem. And that is pure human psychology right there. But how did random sounds turn into actual words? Here is where it gets beautiful. Mothers talking to babies. Even before real language existed, early mothers used soft tones, repeated sounds, patterns. Babies responded to the emotion in the voice and before they understood anything. Over thousands of generations, certain sounds kept showing up around certain things. A specific sound always meant food. Another always meant danger. The brain, which is basically a pattern machine, locked those connections in. And just like that, sounds became words. But here's the part that most people never hear about. Language did not just help humans communicate with each other. It rewired how humans think. Before complex language, you could not plan ahead. You could not say, let us move east before winter. You could not warn someone about a future danger. Language gave humans the ability to mentally time travel, to think about yesterday and tomorrow at the exact same time. That is not a small upgrade. That is the reason civilizations exist. And here's the deepest layer of all. Researchers have found that no matter where on Earth the language developed, they all share the same basic skeleton underneath. Someone does something to something, subject, action, object. Linguist Noam Chomsky called it universal grammar. It suggests that language is not just a cultural invention. It is built into the human brain from birth. You were not taught to want to communicate. You came wired that way. Every word you have ever spoken carries 2 million years of human beings refusing to stay silent, refusing to stay disconnected. That urge you feel to tell someone your story, to explain yourself, to be understood, that is ancient. That is survival. That is what makes you human. If this hit differently than you expected, drop the word voice in the comments right now. Subscribe because the next video goes even deeper into why your brain trusts stories more than facts, and it will change how you see every conversation you have ever had.